Hello children, welcome you all to the session. In the last 10 sessions, we were discussing the database terms like RDBMS, queries, constraints, operators, etc. In this session, we can recall the basic terms of DBMS. This is a new topic for you. So, you have to work hard to understand the concepts. It is an easy topic, but you have to think in a different way. That is, how to store data in a system. The different types of applications are airline sector, banking sector, finance sector, sales sector, online shopping sector, etc. Then from this airline sector, we can store the data as flight schedules, capacities, reservation details, customer details, etc. These all data are related to this airline sector. We have to store these all data in a database. Okay. Likewise, this banking sector. Related data are customer information, account details, payments, deposits, loans, etc. These all details we have to store in a database. Okay. Likewise, this online shopping also. You know about this online shopping. Product categories, item details, customer financial data, login details. All these details we have to store in a database. So, these are the different types of applications of DBMS. These all data we have to store in a system. Okay. For that, we can use this DBMS, Database Management System. This session will help you to understand the topics in a better way. Let's start the topic, database concepts. It's a computer-based record-keeping system. Computer-based record-keeping system. Collection of interrelated data stored together to serve multiple applications. Only interrelated data we can store in a table. Okay. Then organized collection of structured information or data typically stored electronically in a computer system at a central location. Organized collection of structured information or data. That means in a tabular format we can store the data in a database. Okay, clear? Then database management system. Database, you can see the database. From this database, the end users can access these all database systems, these all database. Then through this application programs also we can access the database or tables. These all are application programs. Then end users can access the database. Through this application programs, the end users can access the tables from a database. Okay, clear? Then DBMS, Database Management System. A DBMS is a software system designed to maintain a database and provide data management services. Maintain a database and provide data management services. That is DBMS. Clear? Then advantages of database system or databases. First one, databases reduce the data redundancy to a large extent. Data redundancy means duplication of data. You can avoid the duplication of data by using this database. Second one, databases can control data inconsistency to a large extent. By controlling redundancy, the inconsistency is also controlled. Third one, databases facilitate sharing of data. you know about this. Sharing of data means the individual pieces of data in the database may be shared among several different users. Fourth one, databases enforce standards. All the data follows the standardized structure and format. That is, databases enforce standards. Databases can ensure data security, secure data. Databases ensure data independence. With DBMS, the system data descriptions and metadata are separated from the application programs. That is data independence. Okay, advantages of databases. Then different types of terms are there from this DBMS. That is, first one, database schema. These all are terms. You have to identify these all terms. Second one, database instance. Third one, metadata. Fourth one, data constraints. Fifth one, query. Always you are using this queries. Then sixth one, data manipulation. Seventh one, database engine. From this, first one, database schema. A database schema is a sketch, skeleton or blueprint of a plant data. First, you have to plan how to store this information in a database. That plant data's sketch, skeleton or blueprint is known as a database schema. It represents the design of tables, columns, relations, constraints and relationship that make up a logically distinct section of a database. Database schema. How to design a table. While creating a table, we have to identify the columns. What will be the relations in between the columns? What is the constraints? These all terms we have to identify. Okay. Then second one, database instance. It is a snapshot of a database that exists at a particular time. Snapshot of a database that exists at a particular time. The data which is stored in the database at a particular moment of time. That is database instance. Then third one, metadata. It refers to data about data. Metadata means data about data. Data dictionary is a file storing metadata. Where we can store this metadata? In this data dictionary, we can store this metadata of objects of the database. Okay. Then fourth one, data constraints. You already learned about this data constraints. It's a set of rules that define valid data. Then fifth one, query. Always we are using this query. It's a type of command that retrieves data from a database stored on a server. It's a type of command. All the commands have some rules and regulations. According to that rules and regulations only we can use that command. This query also is a type of command. A database query is usually written in SQL or MySQL, structured query language. It's a specific type of language created specifically for queries. Query can be either a select query or an action query. Select query means that requests data from a database from one or more tables. We can access data from a database from one or more tables. Action query means we have to perform some action to that table. That is, changes, updates or adds data in the database tables. That is query. Then next one, Data manipulation. Data manipulation is the result of action queries. Action queries, we already said about this. Action queries, we can perform some actions like insertion, updation, deletion, etc. It takes place when data in tables is inserted, updated or deleted. That is known as data manipulation. We can manipulate the data by using this action queries. Okay. Then 7th one, database engine. It is the underlying software component that a DBMS uses to create, read, update and delete data from a database. Database engine. This database engine has two major components. First one, storage engine, and the second one, query processor. The storage engine writes data to and retrieves data from stable media, that is disk. From that disk we can access the data, then we can store the data by using this storage engine. Then the query processor accepts, parses and execute SQL commands. These are the main terms from this DBMS. Okay, I hope all of you understood about these all terms. Clear? Then check this table department. From this you can see the fields, records and data items. Fields, that is columns, that is vertical alignment. Department number, then department name, then location. These all are fields. Vertical alignment. Then horizontal alignment is known as a record or rows. 10 HR New York, that's a row or record. 20 accounts Brazil, that is another row or record. Then these all are data items. 10 is a data item, HR is another data item, 30 is another data item, India is another data item. Okay, this is a table, tabular format, arranging the data in rows and columns. Clear? This table, it is very important. We are handling this tables through this MySQL. Clear? Then check this one, book table. Book code is there, book name is there, publications PUB, then price. From this you have to identify the following. Degree of a table. Degree means number of columns. Number of columns or number of fields. How many fields? Book code 1, book name 2, pub 3, price 4. 4 columns. So degree of this table is 4. Okay. Then cardinality of table. Cardinality means number of rows. Number of rows. That means horizontal alignment. B001. Let us see. BPB 400. This is one row. Then second row B002. Visual Basic EEE 350. Then third row B003 Java PHI 550. Fourth row B004 BC++ BPB 750. So the cardinality of table is 4. Then attributes of table. Attributes means columns or fields. Book code, book name, PUB, price. Next one, tuple, that means rows. B001, let us see BPB 400. B002, Visual Basic EEE 350. B003 Java PHI 550. B004 VC++ BPB 750. These all are tuples or rows. Then data type of book code and price. Book code. In this B, that is a character. So in this we can store the character values. The data type of book code is varchar. Then price, only integer values we can see. 400, 350. Here no floating values. So we can identify this price data type is integer. Clear? These are the basic terms of database. So the first step to this topic is over. From this you can set your foot to the next step confidently. For that, watch the DBMS videos repeatedly. The notes of the topic is attached. Take down the notes and learn it. A test paper is also included. Submit your answers as soon as possible. That's all for today. We will meet in the next class. Till then, take care. Bye.